I'm Randy Robison. This is Live Today, Digital Edition, and I'm here with Allie Taylor, and she is from Rattled on TLC. And we left Josh downstairs to get makeup for the broadcast show, so it's just us.
It's just me and you.
So I want to talk about the show. So on the broadcast show, you're going to talk about a lot of the, you've been through a lot in your young life.
Yes.
And so if you want to hear some of the real personal stuff, go to the broadcast show. But I'm curious about the whole TLC reality show thing.
Yes.
How did that even start?
Well, it was kind of crazy because we got a phone call one day from New York. I was pregnant. The birth mother was pregnant of our third daughter, and they called and said, "Hey, we heard about your story. Would you like to be on a show on TLC?" And honestly, we thought it was like, this isn't real. You know, somebody just, you just think, why is this for real? You know, I get a phone number from New York. I'm thinking this is just like a credit card company or something. And they said, "No, we heard about your story. Well, we'd love for y'all to be on." They explained the show, and so I remember getting off the phone saying, "Did this literally just happen?"
Yeah.
But honestly, my first response to my husband, I said, "There's no way we're doing this." That was my first thing. I said, "There is no way." And he was like, "Why are you so adverse?" I said, "I just cannot imagine having my family on TV." Of course, I was like emotional pregnant. I was probably like 34 weeks pregnant at the time.
You had enough stress in your life.
Yes, I thought, we're not adding a TV show to this. And then, but before we told them anything, we said, "Can we think about it? Can we pray about it?" And they said, "Of course." So we prayed. We thought, we sought wisdom from several other people that we knew that have done TV shows. And we finally just said, this is an opportunity to be a light. This is an opportunity to show Jesus that he still does miracles, and to just chronicle some of the most amazing moments in our lives. Yeah. Because at the time we were moving to Kentucky temporarily. That's where the birth mother was of our third daughter, and we were due just 2 weeks apart. And so that's what TLC really wanted to document. Yeah. They were like, "Can we come up there and see you in Kentucky when you go into labor, when birth mom goes into labor?" And we just said, okay, let's run with it. Let's take it as an opportunity to be a light in like a very dark world that is oftentimes in the media.
How are they? Now, tough question, because I know you don't want to put TLC in a bad light, and I don't either.
Yeah.
But I mean, do they give you pretty good leverage to say what you want to say?
Yes, they do. Yes.
I heard some things on the show, and I thought, wow.
Yes, no, and that's one thing we told them up front too. We said, obviously we're going to talk about our faith. It's a huge part of our lives. Now, a lot of times that is edited out.
Everything's
going
to be edited.
Exactly.
I mean, there's other things unrelated that are edited too. I get that.
Sure, but for the most part, they've been really true to who we are. We've been really impressed, and they really have stuck by what they said they were going to do. Because that was our other fear. We thought, okay, because you hear people that go on reality TV and something gets so twisted than what it really was. Yeah. But they really kept true to our story. They were very just gracious and wonderful working with us and our kids. And
they're not stoking any controversy, not trying to get you and Josh to fight all the time.
Well, anytime that they would like drama, because I mean, it is reality TV. Sure. They would love if we had some disagreement, but we finally were just like, we're not gonna make something up. This is who we are. If we're not enough drama, if we're not like, you don't want us, and they were respectful of that.
Good.
So that's what we always said. We said, we're just gonna be us. We're not gonna make something up just to be good on TV or just to give viewers. Like, we want to be us, and most of all, we want to direct people to the Lord. So.
Very, very cool. Yeah. You got any great insider stories?
Any insider stories? Well, a really funny story. So this past season, so we've been on 2 seasons of Rattled. So the first season was when they followed us to Kentucky. They were in the labor and delivery rooms. That's one funny story. But so when I gave birth, I was so concerned because I thought, oh my goodness, I do not want cameras when I'm giving birth. Like that just freaked me out. And so this is not funny. Now it's funny. But when I was giving birth, I got a medication that I had an allergic reaction to, and my eyes got swollen shut, which was a huge drama point on the show because I couldn't see. Even when Vera was born, after my daughter was born, I couldn't see her for like a couple hours because my eyes were swollen shut. Oh, no. But they captured all that on camera. But my husband laughed. He was like, "Well, you said you didn't want to know they were in there." So
you never saw them.
I never knew. But so that was a funny thing that happened. But then this past season, we reenacted. Our girls got into some Tylenol back over Christmas. And so we reenacted that. And that was one of the things that we thought, do we want to reenact, whatever? And we thought, if it's already happened, we're good to reenact it.
You're not making anything up.
So yes, exactly. So we did reenact that. But one funny thing that happened was when TLC watched the footage, they said, okay, this is really weird because, I know we know it's a reenactment, but you're videoing kids look like they're taking Tylenol. And if you're really doing that, why isn't anybody that's like videoing saying, They're
Yeah, don't do that, right,
so they had to
right.
go back and have a producer say, what did she take to try to make it look more real? So even though it is completely real, there are parts we have had to reenact, but that was kind of a funny part for them to be like, okay, we have to redo this. Like if this was real life, the producer would have said like,
right. Yeah.
have they really taken medicine? You know?
Yeah.
So it's little stuff like that.
That's
That
funny.
is as far as like an insider thing that happens. But it's been interesting. It's been cool. It's a lot of people ask us, are they super intrusive or, you know, and I mean, yeah, they are. I mean, it's part of what they do.
That's kinda,
but for the most part, they're so respectful. And if we ever say like we're not comfortable with doing that, they respect that. So.
Good for them. Glad to hear that.
Yes.
Do you get recognized in airports and things like that now?
You know, not as much I think as people think. I mean, every once in a while we will,
Yeah.
but
You can still go out to eat.
oh yeah. But the funny thing is, I always tell people we never leave the house because I mean we have 3 little kids,
that's
3
true.
and under, and so we never get out.
Of course, you never get to go out to eat, right?
We never
Right.
got to eat. We never.
The only
around
movies
people.
you see are the ones on your TV.
Yes,
Right.
exactly.
Yeah, I've been there.
So-
I had 4, so I get it.
Yeah, you totally get it. Yeah. But but every once in a while, when we do, like this morning, a lady at the airport, at the hotel, recognized us
Did
and
she?
said hi. Yeah, but it's not nearly as much as people think. But I think also it's because we never get out.
There you go. Well, check out the show. What's your website for people that?
It's Allie's Fight, alliesfight.com. We also have social media on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all Allie's Fight. So we
Okay.
try to keep people up to date with what's going on with us, and just, you know, our goal is to provide hope for people with cancer, infertility, going through adoption, pregnancy, all the pieces of our journey that we hope to give people hope from.
So great. So cool. Thanks for coming and getting out of the house and,
yes.
and sitting down with us.
First time in a long time. I'm not kidding.
Okay,
yes.
well, glad we gave you an excuse.
Yes,
this
you
is your
did.
this is your romantic getaway for the weekend to come to our studios. There's more of this, and you get to see Josh if you watch the broadcast show. You can see that now at lifetoday.org. Thank you for watching and sharing this interview. Be sure to check out the social media for Life Today Television, and you can connect with me on Facebook and Twitter. And if you haven't already subscribed or followed this channel, do it now so you can see more of our great guests.